Welcome to StrongYoga Prenatal Yoga Practice. This is an intermediate practice, and I'll show you how to open the hips today. Starting with lunges. I'm going to do a couple of lunge variations here, and this lunge variation is turned out, which means at the ankle the foot is turned out 45 degrees. Using the palm and pressing your leg bone back, the thigh bone away from the midline. Midline runs from the nose down to the chest bone, cutting the body in half. We'll move dynamically through this practice today, so we're not holding the postures static. We'll move in and out. Notice how I allow the foot to roll to the pinky toe side of the bones in the heel and the side of the foot. As I switch, you'll also notice that I'm never allowing the knee to cave in towards me. I'm always pressing the thigh bone out and away. Working the hips forward and back allows for that dynamic movement, and it allows for me to open up the groin. I'm working the thighs back. I'm opening up the front of the right thigh as I move forward and back, coaxing open the tendons and the muscles, and also starting to open the chest as the shoulders move back, and starting to work the head back slightly. Next, into tabletop, onto all fours, pressing the knees and the hands into the ground. The knees are hip width apart to make room for the baby. Cat-cow. I'm lifting the head, chest, and neck up, and then I'm rounding the back, pulling the ribs up towards the spine, bringing the chin towards the chest. We'll do a couple of variations here so that you can see. I will go ahead and turn to the side as well so you can see how I'm making room for the baby. And the shoulders are moving away from the ears. They're moving back and down, not allowing the shoulders come up into the ears, but down and back towards the ears. All the movements, slow, steady breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. This is so great to relax the back and open up the neck and the shoulders and allowing the baby to hang. One more variation here is looking at your tail. So basically the shoulder and the hip is getting closer together. I'm looking over my left shoulder towards my hip and switching back and forth. You can move the head in a circle if you wish. If that's not working for you, go back to the fish looking at your head. Next is hero pose. I'm actually sitting on my heels, again moving dynamically forward and back, turning the toes under so that I can open up the bottoms of my feet. Having the extra weight put a lot of tension on my ankles and my feet. I had some swelling definitely around my ankles and my feet, and so it was really important for me to continue to open up and work the bottom of my feet for circulation. I like to use blocks to make room for the baby and to move extra space from the blocks. So go ahead and get the blocks now if you don't have them already. The blocks will be stacked up on top of each other. It gives us about 8 inches of extra space. And then you're going to come back down and sit like a sumo wrestler. Knees are out. I'm going to continue to work the hip open by bringing the leg bone back. Using the same technique on the leg bone with the palm, fingers pointed away from you, pressing the thigh back. And the heel moves forward. So notice how I'm bringing the heel in front of the block. The block is actually facilitating the movement forward here. As I bring my shoulders back and down, I'm going to continue to open up my neck. I'm not holding the poses static here. I'm dynamically moving in and out of the posture, rocking back and forth. Continue long, deep, smooth breaths in through the nose and out. Using the arms to work the legs back, opening up the groin. As we move into the climax posture, the heels are moving away from you, which can seem counterintuitive. The heels are moving away from the block. So the action is from the inner groin to the inner knee in this root base posture. And the action is down towards the ground. So it's as if you were going to place your knees on the ground. You can take any arm variation that works for you here, or just continue to keep the palms on the thighs. I'm working the heels towards the ground and forward, and I'm taking the feet out a little bit wider so I can start to move the feet towards the ground. And then I can start to rock forward and back. And it's kind of the cat-cow movement again. So building on that to start to move into a forward fold. I'm allowing gravity to help me hang and relax as I move forward and down. So with this being propped up on the blocks, there's plenty of room for the baby. And the more that I can relax my head, chest, and neck forward, the more the back starts to open. The lower back is lengthening. The inner thighs and groins are opening. And this gives me a chance to give some TLC to the arches and ankles. Continuing long, deep, smooth breaths. Opening the chest, moving forward and down as I make room for the baby in a forward fold. Since we practiced having the arm and the shoulder tucked inside the thigh here, once you're in the length of the forward fold, you can start to walk from the right to the left, opening up the groins even more, and the lower back, and the ribs and the back ribs, lengthening, creating space in the body. Bringing an arch into this sumo-like posture, opening the head, chest, and neck up towards the sky. And that completes our first part. Thank you for practicing. Namaste. Get a point to go outside every day, no matter what. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and click on the like button and also the subscribe button. So be sure not to miss what's next. Also, leave a comment down below and I promise to get back to each and every one of you. Have a great day. Bye.